It's been like 2 days, so I don't remember what I was doing exactly, but I don't remember this being an independent province. Just a little city-state over here. Don't know when that happened, but also these two cities appear to be unclaimed. As in nobody owns it, but it has a pop. They both have a pop, which I think the only... No, I guess you can have pops in technically uncolonized land, I guess. I thought it had to have 0 pop, but apparently it can have population. Don't know why that happened, but there's 2 cities here that nobody owns. For some reason that still have a pop, so I don't know. I don't know what happened, but give you a rundown of my plan. Theoretically, now we have a problem with this lady. She actually hates us. Like, she's unloyal entirely, and she has an army, so this army will do nothing except cost us money. So our power is lower than I'd like it to be. She is, however, 62 years old, but still healthy. So I would like to somehow fix her loyalty. We can give her free hands. That puts her positive, but not by much. Then I guess we could bribe her. I hate giving everyone free hands, but they'll die eventually anyway, so... can always remove it for loyalty loss later, but I guess I can do that, and that'll set her up enough that she should eventually, because this gives us 20, and you need 33 for loyalty. We should do that now. Because it'll take a while for that to actually go up to 33 at 0.02. Can't really do anything besides that, though. If I could remove some of her loyal cohorts, which I don't think we have the ability to do now, because they're clan retinue. I was gonna say, if we had the ability to remove some of her loyal cohorts, we could up the rate at which that goes up. I don't know if it was worth bribing her, but anyway, I would like to attack this dude. He's allied with the person I'm guaranteeing, so they will join him. That also removes my guarantee. But technically that gives us a pretty sizable chunk of land that we could potentially take. He's otherwise uninvolved with anyone. He's at truce with them, apparently. So that's a viable option. The other thing I just remembered that we're supposed to be doing is fixing our supply limit. Fixing our research, which is promote pop freemen, which are apparently extremely expensive to promote for some reason, but this explains why I'm not at war with someone currently. I'm trying to fix this garbage. Harder than one would imagine. Siege ability. There you go. I don't really need these other options, so I'm kind of just waiting for tech to go up. I really don't want to lose 20 loyalty on her. She may become more ambitious. This is an unfortunate side effect. We'll just have to deal with it. Curiously, Asenia here, our northernmost neighbor, has ended all of their alliances. I have truces with all these people, but they've ended their alliances. They have 21 cohorts, we have 38, minus one of these. Is it her? Minus like 13, so roughly the same cohorts. But we don't really have an economy, which is kind of annoying. Let me see. Oh, that's right, we can't check the Windows needs to stop messing with my volume. Don't know what's causing that. It might be my keyboard. I guess we could check the province. We have to take all of this land. Because otherwise, either all of this or all of this, which this would obviously be easier. Unfortunately, I'm the only regional power. So I can't have allies. Because there's no one here that's a regional power that I could try to ally. Everyone's just a local power. So I'm kind of stuck there. There's your update on Asismia. It's just chilling. I think I'm the only... Oh no, there's a regional power down there. That wouldn't do me any good because I'm on an island, but... I think... this might be our goal. Don't have a lot of men, we don't have a lot of money, because this idiot here. But really, I just want to die of old age. I have dementia now, that's good. We could wait on this war for this person to eventually just die of dementia. And that would solve the loyalty issue with this army. And I could just get rid of the army, or use it, I guess. Probably get rid of most of it and merge it with the one stack over here. Hopefully. By the time that happens, I'm a bit worried that they'll pick up an alliance, but I think that's probably just our safest option. Could send them money and make them like me. I don't think it's worth it to make them like me. If they were a regional power, yes. This lady. New tribal chief. Oh, the tribal chief is her. She's been leading an army over here for a while. It doesn't change anything. She's already got her army, so. I should check all of these people to see if they can update. But anyway, I think that's our goal. We're gonna wait till this lady dies. So that we can use our whole military, and hopefully Cinia doesn't pick up an ally. I think we cut our original plan a bit short. Hopefully this doesn't backfire. What is this, Dumnonia? Because we do have to wait for the envoy. She's almost dead. So she'll be dead soon. I'll have access to that. But Cinia has gone to war with my other two friends here. Well, one of them is a friend, the other one's just kind of neutral. But they've gone to war with those two, so this opens up a bit of an opportunity for us. Okay, she has died. I think. No, who died? Somebody died. Not her. I thought it was her, but she's almost there. So let's bump our economy up. Don't need the fleet maintenance. May as well do fort maintenance because it's almost no increase. So. So what is that? 3 more months? No, 4 more months because rounding. Not rounding, but you know what I mean. Is there an invention we need before I do this? Not particularly, so we'll just sit on that for now. Optimally, these people would wear each other out before I even get involved here. Optimally, this wouldn't be sieged as well. It's kind of messing up the plan here. There she goes. We'll create a new unit. We're going to get rid of the chariots because they're kind of expensive. They're good, mind you. They're kind of expensive though. they'll remake a new somewhere. I don't know where it is, but they'll remake a new clan retinue. It doesn't really matter which of these I lose. Gain some popularity. Let's go with that. Okay, that's getting resieged. Has been resieged. You guys can merge up. And we will now declare war. Now, while I am a party to this war, not really, you know, it's basically two separate wars, so if they're fighting battles, I don't really care to join them on said battles. Is that a fort? It is a fort. Bring troops over. This should be their whole military right here. Well, more or less their whole military. Probably have a stack over there or something. I'm not entirely sure. But for now, we're just gonna kind of chill here. So we take this fort, it protects us a little bit on this side anyway. I don't have military access into Dementia. Go ahead and get it. Somebody has died. The dude that literally was just making an army has died. It's rather inconvenient, because that means that the army has to restart. I kind of dislike how it does that, but so they're willing to take that fight. It's neutral for some reason. Our commander's garbage, that's why. This is, of course, why we have... You're the bad commander. Just, like, go over there or something. Wait, you guys, you any good? 4-1? Ooh. This is, again, this is the problem with clan-based militaries and such. You have to rely on the, you know, military power of people you aren't putting in that position. It's just whoever the leader is. You're blockading my port, that's rude. It doesn't matter, but it's rude still. I don't really care about their opinion of me, and I'd rather have that over unrest. My unrest is really bad. Like, it looks, you know, it's not great, but it looks manageable here, but then you have to remember that my omen is the national unrest one, so... people aren't very happy on this island, you know? Death. Just an elder, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but it's fine. So they'll be busy resieging. They have quite the military. Battle-free siege. Start moving our armies up. The province I need follows this river, more or less, and then the capital is right there. I can pretty easily remember that. And a lot of stuff in the back is being sieged as well. So I'm not sure there's a lot that this guy can do right now. I want you to move that way. You'll still get caught by the army, but that doesn't matter. Just want them moving so I don't have to worry about it later. Move up that way. And I will have now sieged my war goal, which means we probably can just straight up end the war. Yes. I could fight for some stuff over here, but I don't think I want to. Do I? It's basically free. You get a few more provinces. What are you? Barbarians. Good. Well, never mind. We'll just end the war here. Suggest take all their money. I don't need the popularity. We'll just take the lowered aggressive expansion slightly. Alright, all of you guys. Do whatever you want. How much money are you costing me? A lot. Let's see. Create new unit. Get rid of everything that we can. Shit's expensive. Same with you. Get rid of everything that we can. Maybe not that much. Well, everyone's loyal, so that'll be fine. Yeah, and we're way positive now. Good, good. Most of our military is clan retinue, but they're, as long as they're loyal, it's not a problem. It's once they become unloyal that it becomes an issue. Fucking research, man. But anyway, we've expanded. Oh, the unrest. Oh, the unrest. That's what I'm going to be doing for a while. You can have military. We're just going to chill. We're going to try and deal with our unrest, try and get our research ratio going. Hopefully solve this because everyone's real unhappy. I went ahead and set up all but the capital province, which is this one over here. This one's still got wealth. Went ahead and set up all the provinces except the capital province as cultural assimilation. Assimilation, not a simulation. So theoretically these should now self-convert very slowly. It's a 17% chance, but it in the long run should reduce the cost of doing this. She's currently responsible for converting 14 pops. So hopefully that's going. But anyway, here's the culture map mode. You see there's a lot of things that aren't Dumnonian, which is contributing a bit to the unrest going around. The freemen are very unhappy. But why? Is tribe aggressive expansion, not culture? We're losing 10% from not culture. I would rather have the money than the oratory power right now because I want to build more marketplaces. Lots of marketplaces. People are still very unhappy. So we need to get people converted, preferably quickly. This does add one unrest to everything that this policy is affecting, so there's a downside to it, but she's working on it. And by she, I mean me, because that is technically me. Really, I play as the nation and not the character. Spend the money. I want centralization. Centralization has the downside of lowered, well, technically it's a plus. It's a plus and a negative. You get lower clan retinues. Clan retinues don't cost you your own manpower, and they're a little bit cheaper on the treasury, I think. So it'll lower our, technically it'll lower our military capability the higher our centralization goes, but I like this, by the way. You have opinions of your own country. Very high opinions, but opinions nonetheless. But anyway, just wanted to update you on that. We're just chilling, waiting for our pops to convert. Culture map's starting to look a little bit better. More Dumnonian going around here. You can see the names going across. Still some various things that are not the correct. Let them do their own thing. They're not the correct thing? Culture? There we go, culture. She's still working on it. And I don't know how many pops she's actually missed. So we have 299. But some of those, also it's thunder. Atmospheric thunder. Some of those, most of those, are already going to be Dumnonian, so... That's me, isn't it? Well, time to die. But anyway, we're slowly working on that. I can assimilate them myself just to see what's going on here. So we still have... There's a scandal going on. We've still got a decent chunk. Look at the provinces. You. They can lose prestige. Have fun. Is that my province too? Yes, okay. Raps like that. That's my province that I have to deal with. That I don't have set up to assimilate on its own. There we go. The rest of this is separate provinces, which she, again, is working on. But now she's going to very slowly die of dementia. She is 74. Could hold some games. Get popularity for the dying person. What could go wrong? I have a disloyal character. Why? Because loyal cohorts, that's why. It's always loyal cohorts. You, however, are 71 years old and have cancer. So I don't care that you are unloyal. But also there's some weird stuff going on. There's a revolt just taking this place. I think they're at war. Yeah, they're at war with someone else's revolt. There's the country they're civil or revolting against, this little province there. They should really end that war. Because they've actually sieged out everything that they can in this war, but this country here, Kvetia, has decided to war against Cornovia down here. I can show you that with the diplomacy screen. There you go. And they've actually taken like half of that province, but it's down here, and I don't know how their army got down here. Or why they're not unsieging their own stuff. But there's about to be a rather large Dumnonian revolt, I think. Civil war. Are you gonna die in 12 months? No. Well, this is a pickle. This is a bit of a pickle indeed. Wait, I can get horses. This should adjust the percentage that is a disloyal by building my own stuff, which should cause the civil war to be less of a thing. Maybe not. What is this? That is a dangerous precedent. Unfortunate timing, but a dangerous precedent nonetheless. Four more. See if we're still 33%. Or civil. Oh no, the civil war has already stopped. Yeah, okay, never mind. I was looking at the wrong thing. Unfortunately, that's going to cost us a wee bit of money. We're going to create a unit with you and you. Get rid of you. I would just have an entirely cavalry unit here, but I've got 2 people that are loyal to her. And she is perfectly healthy, and at the young age of 51, no less. Did you end that war? No, they just took all their land back. Well, I don't know what's happening with that war. It should be over, yet here we are. The countries that are essentially turning into my 2 satellites here have declared war on Pritania, which has dragged in the revolt, I believe, and Cornovia here. I think? No. Oh, they're all fighting. They're allied, they're fighting a war together with them. Oh, I see. All of them are in the war with this little guy. But not yet in the war with the other two, the larger ones. Don't necessarily know why, but they will probably lose this war, which means Dumnonia here will grow ever larger. Not the greatest for us, of course. I could have made this war much more difficult by not giving Dementia access, but they would have, because it's the AI, they probably would have gotten access all the way around. Tribesman happiness. Oh, I did fix our tech. I don't think I mentioned that, but our research is at 108, which is plenty fine. We still have an abundance of things that aren't Dumnonian culture around here. She has converted 60 pop, which for the cost of some time and I think it was like 56 oratory power per governor policy, so there's only 3 of those that I changed. I feel like that's a pretty good ratio going off there. Anyway, these idiots are at war. There's a clan meeting. That dude doesn't like me for some reason. And the ruler has died. Which was us, mind you. Instead, now we are this man who is 74 and dying. He's depressed. Apparently that kills you. I mean, I guess it would eventually. I feel like it shouldn't be a 10th of cancer, and I feel like cancer shouldn't be... In this era, I guess dementia is just like a literal death sentence. Everyone's dying. It's about that time. He'll be dead soon, so, and it's arthritis too. Not terribly concerned about what's going on. 5% chance? The same everywhere? It is. So we're gonna change off of that because it's not doing any good at 5%. And we'll probably put it to... I would just set everything to acquisition of wealth. It's an easy common one. It doesn't affect the population's happiness or anything at all. People are relatively happy. We just have to, you know, finish assimilating people. Wonderful, a granary. Let's see how much this saves in the long run, though. But anyway, people are, you know, getting happier, but we are still running the National Unrest Omen, which I would like to stop running. We're negative. Why are we negative? Because we have 2 warbands, that's why we're negative. Get rid of you. Really wish I could get rid of the things that aren't horses, but that's okay. Alright, back to sitting here doing nothing as I watch my neighbor grow ever larger. Let's offer them a guarantee, so they like me a little bit more. That way I'm guaranteeing my 2, these are essentially, again, my satellites. They're my little buddies. Pritania gains happiness. I mean, it's 35 gold. I don't want to lose more loyalty, man. Don't mess up my farms with your stupid war. Some diplomatic tables have turned here. One of our satellites, Dumnonia, is no longer allied with Dementia. Now with this person. And they're being guaranteed by me, obviously. So that's a thing. So what I've done is I have broken my guarantee of Dementia. This gives us a 10-year truce, so we have to sit here and do nothing for 10 years about this. But they have no allies, and their only defensive partner is this city-state. So they're in a vulnerable position. They're probably not going to stay that way for 10 years, but they are nonetheless vulnerable, so... a new tribal chief. Oh right, I forgot that dude was gonna die at some point. You're unmarried at 55. Interesting. Have some atmospheric rain noises in the background. I don't actually know if the mic will pick that up. But if it does, enjoy the atmospheric noises. Just look at stats here. She's okay. She's merciful. Her finesse is garbage. I don't know really like the min-maxi style stuff. We'll just take her. They'll be alright. I don't know the min-maxi stuff, like, you know, who should be a ruler and who they should marry, how many children they should have, that sort of thing. You guys just go away. She's still happily sitting there at 55 and healthy. Unfortunate. But anyway, like, should I try to get someone that's lustful so that I can have more kids? Or does having more kids cause more clan chiefs? Like, there is a limit to our maximum clan chiefs, which is 3 at the moment because closed court. And we're at 71% centralization, actually. That's quite high. I could mess with the laws. Modify some stuff. I don't think I really need to. Let's look at our decisions before I leave on my adventure. So this is Pritania. It's all the way up to there, past the mountains. It's a bit of a ways to go for us. And do we need, what do we need for this? Not a tribe, is a tribe. So Albion requires we be a monarchy or a republic. This one requires we be a tribe. So after we capture all of this, we'll probably swap over to monarchy or republic or something like that if we can. It'll be a bit of a risky flip, but at that size, being a fucking settled clan, settled tribe is kind of dangerous. So we'll see. People are dying left, right, and center out here. This war band, go away. Welcome to my life, by the way. This is basically what I do. You're still alive. All of these war bands will have to, or sorry, these clan retinues will have to remake, but we are safe. No one has really had any desire to challenge us so far, so hopefully this continues. I think the AI is terribly confused because I don't think they can end this war. One has died. Oh, my navy doesn't have a commander anymore. That's fine. I don't know what's going on with this war. Even the civil war is still going. Oh, because you own a province up there. How the hell? Okay, so everything is sieged here. This country's gone. You just won't end it. Nothing is happening here. They're not pushing out, no one's pushing in. I think the AI is trying to attack this. But they can't? So they're not ending the war? I don't really understand why it's behaving like that, but I think that might be what's happening. Is they're trying to siege something that they can't get to. Let's zoom out, let's look at what our unrest looks like. There it goes. I was gonna say it's not bad, and then that happened, so never mind. It's still pretty bad without that modifier. Still just running wealth. Wealth is fine. We will continue manually assimilating pops. Very slowly but surely assimilate everything. Meanwhile, we're still waiting on this. Nothing has changed of their situation. And I don't think anything can change, because I don't know that you can gain allies if they're actively at war. And really the only thing here not at war, besides Voltadinia, which doesn't count, the revolt is your overlord? Oh, it ended. Oh, I can't believe that. So because, I guess because the revolt lasted so long, the revolt just lost by default or something? And it completely ended the revolt. So it appears that, yeah, basically all of that war has just stopped. So the only thing that's going on right now, that one, is everyone is at, well, not everyone, but this country, this one place apparently is at war with this little rinky-dink thing. I don't know if they're ever going to siege that. I do like the army weight modifier. Not really using chariots, but we'll make our way to that army weight modifier. But anyway, that's what's going on. I still can't do anything until 16? Yeah, 5/16, so we wait. Hey, guess what happened? They revolted again. Hooray. People are at war with this revolt. Including Ireland, apparently. Are you doing anything? You've taken an ally in the form of this guy. Which I figured they'd do something eventually since everything stopped, you know, waging war with each other. It's a little inconvenient that you've done that. What? They're at war with this revolt. Which seems to be a powerful revolt. We'll see how that folds out, but perhaps their armies could be occupied or weakened by their revolt fighting them. And for some reason you've declared war on the tiny little... because the tiny country has declared war on them. Or they've declared war on the tiny country. What is happening? You're at war with them and them, right? Them. For some reason you're at war with Dumnonia. Oh, because you're allied with the revolt. How does this happen? Either way, stuff is fighting. Armies are getting weakened. You may not have access. You may do whatever else you want. But you may not have access to my land. They will lose that war. They're far too small. What are you doing? Why are you... You've decided to ally the revolt and wage war with the very tiny Irish nation that you can't get to. I don't really know what's happening, but... Why are you suffering attrition now? Are you even suffering attrition? It doesn't say they are. I don't know, whatever. We're not losing any manpower. Oh, that's right, it's a retinue. That's why we're not losing manpower. Well, fuck your attrition. You do whatever the hell you want. But it's not 5/16 yet, so we continue waiting. An update, the wars have all ended prior to me being able to access it. Trinovia, Trivana, whatever this place is called, has had to, what appears to be, let a clan go. So Hasselum is now entirely separate. Admittedly, they are a subject, but they're a tributary subject. So Trinovontia has drastically shrunk in power because I can attack them and their tributary is not required to join them in the war. Perhaps we shouldn't duel to the death, but yeah, someone's gonna die. Who is it? Stands in one deadly bow, she cuts deep. So, Konolava, she has died. Oh, there you go. This warband is now a thing that I will disband because unfortunate circumstances have led to a death. They will remake it. It'll take a while, but they'll remake it. Anyway, like I was saying, this is looking like a pretty juicy target over here now. Don't like that the front is so spread out, but be back here actually. But for instance, we could fabricate a claim on, say, probably Kantiatsia, because it should be a small chunk here. If I can... It's literally a single province, isn't it? No? It's nothing? Because I'm clicked on it? Fucking provinces. There it is. It's those three right there. Okay. Buttons are hard, okay? So we could fabricate a claim on that. They've got no allies. They've got no defensive anything. They're negative treasury, low manpower. I think we do it. Let's fabricate our claim, get ready to declare our war, which means up our stuff. Now, you know, we're not at full power here. 39 cohorts, it's not much more than them. Their tech is equal, so we don't have that advantage. Is anything in national tax help our money? Seems like a good idea. And you guys having more horses also seems like a good idea. Horses are strong. I like horses. So you go over there. Spread our armies out very slightly. Find a nation to conquer. Indeed, it is time for war. Never mind, they've allied with the revolt again. Is this place okay? Just perpetually revolted. I don't really care that they'll join. So we'll just accept it. Navy maintenance slacker commander. It shouldn't matter. We should be safe regardless. Now they only have one fort. And it's their capital, so it's the free fort. So we shouldn't have to worry too much about positioning of our troops. We should just focus primarily on getting plus 10 morale. Hell yeah. Focus on primarily getting... Wait, is that weak to shock? It is weak to shock. Deception, however, is not weak to shock. Focus on getting their armies killed. See if we can catch them. Currently that's 5-8. What is yours? Yours is... I only have 5. Do we have a better commander for this unit? Very slightly. This unit is very fast. So, because it's entirely cavalry. So once these guys lock, there we go. We can see that they will arrive on the 12th, which is just a day after their reinforcement, so that's pretty good. So we do this army up. This army's not done building, so I'm kind of wary about using it. Slow our game down a little bit there, Captain. But you can see we've handily won this war because my cavalry is the lord of flank. My cavalry can't even hit things anymore. It's literally just the archers in the center that can do anything. But still. You guys somehow caught that army. I don't understand how that happened, but for some reason that army is marching that way. You don't have land that way. You can't retreat over there. That's not how this works. Look at cavalry, man. It's so strong. Now I know why it's strong. It's because it can flank basically for free. Why can't... Oh, because the castle, right? Cavalry has such a high width value that it gets a lot of essentially free damage from... It's not width, it's called maneuver in this, but it gets a lot of free damage on things that otherwise are unlikely to be getting damaged. What? Oh, right, from the revolt. It's like, why are your army over there? Enemy captured, and they're retreating directly into me. So they're about to get dunked on. This is basically a free war. Ever flog? Tried her publicly. I mean, there's really no good option here, so... And again, because my cavalry is so fast, it can actually chase down fleeing armies. I don't know where that army's fleeing to, mind you, but... It's fleeing. I think it might be fleeing to the rebellion, actually. I'm not entirely sure. But it doesn't matter. We win. We go over there and blockade that or something. There's not even a port there. Never mind. Just go back in there. Go back to independent. I think that's what you were on before. But once this castle is sieged, that will be everything fully sieged over. And we will be immensely larger than we were just a moment ago. But of course the peasants will be just as angry as they were before. In fact, you're still angry. What the hell happened here? Starving? Why are you starving? Looted? I hate that modifier, by the way. So the reason looted happens is if an enemy army spends, I think, a day on a province or on a city tile, whatever, you know what I mean. It counts it as looted. I don't understand because it goes away almost immediately, but it makes people really unhappy for a little bit. General loyalty, yes please. Because all clan leaders are a general by default, there's nothing we can do about it. This will give all of them a little smidgen more military, more loyalty. Come on, man. I don't know what my boat's doing, but come on, man. I ain't got all day to sit here and wait for you to siege this. This single castle that you've been working on for months at this point. It's up to speed. They can't just keep having food shortages. They don't have any food left. A water shortage. There we go. Their army doesn't matter. The castle will siege before they get here, so... Sue for peace, suggest everything, take all of your money. And that's it. You lose. Goodbye. Good day. And set all of my armies to independent. They can do whatever they want. Our money is real low. Why is it real low? I don't know. Let's look at our fortifications real quick. Somewhere. There it is. Got decent coverage. I mean, the only border province at this point that's unprotected is this one, if we're not counting coastal provinces. Which we shouldn't, because there's not enough boats for that to be a thing anyway. Up here with the tribes, there's way less boats as opposed to, you know, Rome or Macedon or something like that, where there's huge, well, something happened over there, where there's huge amounts of boats around. But anyway, let's take a quick look at the world before I go back to sorting out my culture. In fact, let's go ahead and set that up now. Actually, what's the chance? 7.5. That's because his stats are bad, that's why. Well, what did he have that on before? Encourage trade? Don't really care about that. Whatever. Let's have a quick look at the world here. We got Rome. Rome's looking pretty big. They've taken the island of Corsica. Well, they don't have all of it because of the uncolonized places over there, but they've got most of Italy. They're missing these, well, technically, if we want to be technical, they're missing all of this stuff here up to the mountains. And then the toe? The toe of Italy? Sicily is separate. Sicilia is also separate. And there is no... I forgot the name of the other nation there. Carthage owns all that. Nothing much has changed over here. I mean, there has been a lot of warring and stuff going on, but nothing major. Egypt has a very tiny name. For some reason. I don't know why their name is tiny. Let's look at Macedon. What happened to you? Epirus is huge and is at war with Rome, so Rome is about to be all over Greek. What's he at war with? War with the north. And this. What is this? Oh, them. That doesn't matter. Macedon's at war with Thrace, which means Macedon, I think, is done. They might win the war against Thrace. They should. But, like, something real weird happened over here while I wasn't paying attention, and Epirus has just taken most of Macedon? Not including the capital, they still have that. They got that going for them, but it ain't looking too pretty for them. Phrygia still looks just as bad as it did before. Sicily Empire also looks just as bad as before. India, mostly chilling. There's starting to be some big names showing up. Pritania Island is fully controlled. That makes them relatively powerful because that island's pretty strong. The only way to get there is through this. Which, in case you didn't know, this is the actual thing. There's a little tiny sliver of a land route between these two. It's very weird looking. But anyway. Apart from that, doesn't appear to be anything particularly exciting unfolding. So far, anyway. We'll see how it looks as it goes on and how Rome expands, because Rome is about to take Lingonia and probably Epirus, which puts them on the Greek area over here, so there's going to be some big wars going off, but we'll have to see. For now, my people hate me. What else is new? By God, they hate me. That cultural assimilation isn't helping, and it's only 7.5. Anything that makes people happier? There is. I hate it, but there is. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna keep on keeping on with making my people hate me less. See how that goes. It's like CK2 all over again. Should I feel bad that I want my dude to die faster? Because I do. His stats are kind of mediocre. His heir is 67. So she won't last long, but she has the stats that I want. She has charisma and finesse, and, you know, medium stats for the other two, acceptable stats. I want her because I want this governor policy, and this dude is very bad at this governor policy. So it sucks. So I'm just sitting here waiting for this man to die. It'll happen eventually. I forgot to mention that we have way more clan chiefs because we have open hearings now, which gives us a max of 5. Which is sort of bad, because I have a lot more loyalty to worry about. But it also makes our military much stronger than it was just a moment ago, so I'm fairly tempted to go kind of big on a war here. No matter which of my neighbors I declare a war on, it'd be risky regardless, because they're basically all allied with each other. So it has to happen at some point. We're probably still building, so... Let's go over there. And you better supply limits around these parts, but... Like, we've certainly got the military to fight any one of these individually, or even any 2 of these. But the problem is, it's not just 2 of them. It's gonna be everything over here, so... They're all gonna come into the party. And I don't think this will ever change. I don't believe there to be a way around this situation. Like, we're safe from easy sieges, because everything's protected by a castle except for Denevia over here. They're crappy castles, but they are castles, so... We'd basically end up starting the war probably sieging these 2 castles, and then maybe playing a little defensive around that. Not entirely sure. You've declared war on a revolt again. This place has a revolt every, like, 30 seconds. I don't have any idea what's wrong with that country, but holy shit, they're just constantly revolting. That does mean they're gonna be occupied. Not very occupied, it looks like a pretty garbage revolt, but... You know, maybe we can get a couple of, claims fabricated. Words are hard, it's okay. Fabricate a claim on that, we'll fabricate a claim on Hessilum, because it should be a single province. Yes. That gives me the 2 largest chunks of land with claims. Help me out a little bit. We've been at 3 stability for so long, and we're not even using our religious power to do so, and we're just getting free now. Free stability, so I don't know. I think we do this war. It's gonna pull Cornovia in. It's gonna pull this place in, which will be less relevant because it'll take them a little bit to get here. And to this place. And to them. But again, it's not very relevant. It does give me a free castle though. Not free, I have to siege it, but a castle that can get me quite a lot around it, so. Hello? Lots of loyalty loss. Oh, because our dude died. Right. I want a cultural assimilation, a simulation to finish. God damn it. Which of course is going to cost us. What is this? I want that centralization, but play it slow for now. So 22% chance is pretty good. Slowly start moving pop over again. You take this. You, my warband, you can exist for the time being because I will need you for this war. This war that I apparently cannot in the slightest afford, so never mind, go away. Turns out I can't afford that warband, it's a bit expensive. Of course a new one will have to be remade. Send them in, equip it yourself. It sucks, but... it'll be okay. Changing all this stuff over made people less happy, of course. Because you get that unrest. And it did cost me oratory power when I'm trying to save it, but... more hostile attrition, more siege ability. Because we're about to be sieging some stuff, so... you have such a high weight? Oh, because the chariots. Oh wait, no, it's because the other army's there. What am I on about? Don't know. Either way, we continue waiting. We're gonna grab our, It doesn't matter what I side with, I'll take the popularity. Well, the revolt actually took a decent amount of land. I expected to get dementia. Because I'm old. I believe dementia is just a thing you get when you're old in this game. So she'll die eventually, but in the meantime, she will convert some pop for us. Death. 2 deaths. Need y'all to stop dying for like 2 seconds, please. Gains Mintagra? What the fuck is Mintagra? Charisma -2, god damn it. We're already negative, I don't want to go negative. We're gonna lose the loyalty, so... people keep dying, I keep losing my military, god damn it, man. But her pop conversion's actually still fine. Yes, I know. We're negative. I'm aware. Get some horses, if they'll take it. Welcome to my life. People just die constantly and I lose my military power. Black news indeed. You guys are still at war. Not that it's much of a war. You know, maybe we can't do this war. We're getting a little bit of pushback going, so maybe it'll have to wait.